What he needs right now is closer understanding and a Confederate victory.
Yeah?
Men of the South, we who fight shall be remembered.
I don't know anything about American history with a big H. Tell me, is it at least accurate what he's doing right now? The guys, I think that it's real names. It rings a bell for me. But the battles...
Look away! Look away!
Well, as men who have dedicated their lives to service, I know that you're able to understand how sacred I hold the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay.
The Air Force I formed was not unlike other societies have been dedicated to the fight for good. When my superiors questioned me about my disappearance, they exhibited a degree of suspicion and intolerance bordering on the paranoia.
Against you?
Now admit that their motivation in the search for the White Lodge is not ideologically pure. I believe that during my disappearance I was taken to the White Lodge.
That dream that you made with Bobby, is it making me think that you went into it at notable occasions?
I will return. Until that time, I will be in the shadows if you need me.
You're so enigmatic.
Good day.
See? He has the hand open.
I wanted all of you to hear this. I've just spent almost the last 24 hours with this charming young lady. Any claims by her deceased husband's brother that she's cursed or somehow responsible for her death is nonsense. What she does, in fact, possess is a heightened sexual drive.
All of them, they're all falling.
Is it hot in here? Yeah.
All of you, into your pants, it's hot.
Yeah. I could never have done without that's what you tell me.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go home.
You're dating her now? Oh, is it a surprise for that bad psychiatrist to go out with one of his patients? Not Lucy, not Lucy.
Don't anybody move.
Put the gun down.
Anybody that moves, I'll blast her in the kingdom come. And hippie too. He killed my brother.
Mr. Mayor, she killed no one. Why didn't that line and the mayor talk things over together alone?
I don't want to talk. I want to shoot.
Ah, no, it's a good plan. Because she's clearly gonna turn his mind also, like, he's just a man like all of the other ones. She's gonna end up with him. It's okay, it's okay. They are flirting. What did I say?
We decided to adopt a child.
He's so much like Daddy.
Well, I've been lonely and selfish. I hope you all forgive me for my boorish behavior.
I'm not sure of what it says, you know, her character and all of what she's doing and how all of them are reacting. The message, you know, put into that by the writer. It's clearly a little misogynist.
Have you ever asked yourself how I really survived after the fire?
I did.
Come here.
Ah, the music, the mix of the sound is really bad.
Keep watching. Andrew.
It's truly alive. I'm not that surprised because one of you told me so into the comments. A big spoiler into the comments. I was mad. I responded to that person that I was mad. That person
My brother Andrew's help.
apologized, so I accepted the apologize, but clearly I would have loved to discover that by myself, that he truly didn't die. I had doubts about it when we had Catherine talking with him earlier.
Eckert and I were business partners. I knew London. He knew Hong Kong. Then I got the better of him in a piece of business. He tried to stab me in the leg.
So Josie's story was true?
Opponent.
That had planned Andrew's death for 6 years.
Josie, know you're alive, Andy.
Hey, dear. Josie worked for Thomas Eckert.
Does she still?
I don't think so.
Well, no. Eckert arrives.
I've never known Josie's seductive powers to fail. Even for her. And that. She.
Good evening. How may I help you?
I have 2 suites reserved.
Name?
Oh, that actress? Okay.
Welcome to Twin Peaks.
Welcome to Twin Peaks, you. I know her. Oh, and him also, that actor? Okay. You're evil.
It's just me with my wire from Seattle. Josie told me she got away from her. I think Josie got something to do with it. I don't know.
She killed him to escape.
That's something you can find out.
Mickey entered this world through the back door where hope and promise never see the light. His mother was a poor immigrant chambermaid at the Great Northern. Mickey was conceived during an assault in a back alley by a man who fled across the border. She
Oh no.
reported. Mickey's mother had a dream of a better life for herself and her child. The dream that she brought with her to this country. She decided to carry that child.
Did she die? He's an orphan.
Before Wretch never saw the boy. She died just as Mickey took his first breath. For several years, Mickey was shuttled from one state home to another. Then one day, hope shined on Whitney. A young, childless couple took him into their lives. But it all collapsed. One terrible moment on an icy highway. 6-year-old Mickey managed to pull his parents from the blazing car when he
He
was...
pulled them.
And Mickey was alone again, as he is today.
I hope you are happy.
Clearly they regret. Yeah? I'm glad that you regret. Oh, you, it has been days that you are supposed to go away. Really.
James, what are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I can't stay here.
I don't understand.
It's wrong!
I don't understand anything about your story.
I love you, James.
Love is a big word. I think that you have feelings.
For my life.
As a car accident happened, but
There's
later
been an accident. Jeffrey's dead.
the blame is gonna be put on you.
Yes.
You killed him.
Yes.
No. 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 My God, he set me up!
Yes.
Malcolm's idea. He's not my brother.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Or my nephew. Who loves you.
But he's gonna be on the run for all of his life now. They have his name. They can go into pigs.
We gotta hurry. Come on. Come on.
Hush.
Windom Earle!
Come in.
The chess game. Leo and you?
Look like you've had a very hard night. Come, sit. I will help you. What's your name? Leo. Leo. Well, Leo. You can call me Windom. Windom Earle.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what to think. I'm not sure what to think in the sense that these two meeting, like right there, Windom is gonna help Leo. Leo, are you gonna work for Windom? The both of them, they are psychopaths, killing people. So clearly, it can't be great for these two to work together. But really, when Leo was walking like that into the woods during the night with an owl appearing, I was like, that's it? He's gonna travel into that other dimension, go to the White Lodge, go to the Dark Lodge, you know, I was already beginning to imagine things like that. And the Dark or the Black Lodge, for what I remember, the myth around it, it's a place where you are facing your fears and it's a test and you can die, things like that. And the White Lodge, for what I remember, it's where you can see the future. No matter what, it's not that happened, but can we consider that still these owls in Twin Peaks were not what they seem? They brought him here to meet Windom Earle. We had a lot of things during this episode. Like that's it. Like really, I said it during the intro, I have the impression that since the writers resolved Laura's case, they are trying to bring one new main narrative arc, like you are supposed to have in each shows that you are watching. You always have one main narrative arc and then a lot of them, but you have to have one main narrative arc to lead the other one, to lead the show. And right there we don't have one. I have the impression that they tried to have one with Major Briggs, but it didn't last, and right there we had news about Major Briggs who reappeared, who talked a little with Harry and Cooper, but to not really say something interesting, say a new big information or all, just that he's leaving. Again, you know, like, we don't have really news about that. The drug situation with Denise and all that, it's resolved, like she went back home. Cooper is not an agent again, but it's gonna come soon. No matter what, he's a deputy, so he can stay into Twin Peaks, he can investigate on that Windom Earle situation. It can be the new big narrative arc of this season, but so far not that much. Like, we had that dead body, we had Cooper who knew everything about Windom, you know, how he did it, why he did it. He said more information about his background, but in fact it was just all of the information that we had previously into all of the last episodes since season 1 episode 1, all of the little clues that maybe we had about Cooper and his background, which were just put together right there into his mouth, being said out loud. But like all of the things about Windom Earle, who was his ex-partner, the last case that they had together, it was to protect someone, a girl, and Cooper fell in love with her, she died after that. Cooper, you know, was disturbed and wounded, and Windom Earle got mad, got crazy. That we already knew about it. Yes, the big information that we had about that is the fact that it was Windom's wife, meaning that not only Windom can be mad because Cooper didn't protect her, but also because he slept with her, he was in love with her. So clearly he can be mad at Cooper for that, he can want his revenge against Cooper for that. The fact that it's the same way, you know, for killing this wife, Windom's wife, Caroline, and that guy that Windom just killed, yes, it can make things that Windom killed his wife, or maybe it just replicated that to be a reminder for Cooper to torture him with that. Like, I'm not so sure of it for now. It's a big possibility, but I'm not so sure of it. So yes, we had informations, little things about it, but for me, for now, it's not the main narrative arc. We had opened also a situation with Nikki, with Andy, with Izzy, the son of the devil himself. And in fact, they are closing the story right there with all of these reveals about the fact that he's an orphan and he had really a troubled life and it's awful. So you shouldn't put the blame on that kid who didn't do anything for you, you know, against you, but also into his past. And clearly, right there, they regretted, they were crying like hell because of all of what they imagined about this boy. I'm glad, because I truly don't believe that that boy is bad, is evil, anything like that. So see, that was another narrative arc that they opened before, they're closing it right there. They opened also an entire story about James. helping that woman with the car, having an affair with her, she is violated by her husband, but is she truly, she has a brother, but in fact it's not her brother. They are setting up James to make an accident for the husband, who was in fact her true husband, so he's dead now, so they're gonna put the blame on James, so, but I have feelings for you, James, so run away. And Donna is there, and Donna is helping James. Like, I have really trouble to be interested by that narrative arc. I didn't see the necessity of it, you know, during all of these episodes, and now that they concluded, in fact, that story, because that's it, they're gonna be on the run, you know, James and Donna, I'm really like, all of that for that, like, you could have had James, if you just wanted James to be on the run for something, you could have had him involved quickly into something bad, and, you know, with how these two, they are reacting for everything in an extreme way, clearly he would have gone on a run just like that, even for just a little thing. So you didn't have to do all of that. It was too long, not necessary, and not really interesting, all of that story. The conclusion of it, Donna found James, James found out that they set him up, they're on the run, okay, we'll see what's gonna happen next. Maybe it's gonna be more interesting, because for now, I don't see the point. Ed and Norma want to get out together, why not? Like, really, Hank is gonna go in jail. So did we close also that story with Hank? Like, that's it? It was the last time that we saw him? Nadine, an adult, acting like a teenager, wants to go out with guys already younger than her. You're okay with it, you're acting all like it's totally normal, and you are just treating her like a teenager, like she's Ed's daughter. Everything is normal, like, really, everyone is acting so normal with that. It's not? Really, it's not? And it's really bad for a woman of her age to try to date guys of this age. Ew. I said it during the episode, that reveal about Andrew being truly alive. We had Catherine talking with Andrew at the end of one episode, and you saw, guys, that I had doubts about that situation, that I was like, is he truly alive, or Catherine is talking to herself? During all of this time he was alive and hiding somewhere, or in fact during all of this time, all of what Catherine was doing, it was because she had hallucinations about her brother being alive, and that's why she wanted to have her revenge against Josie that much. So I had doubts about that at the end of that episode, which finished like that. I expressed my doubts, and one of you guys on the comments told me that, oh no, Andrew is still alive. Clearly I was mad about it, and I said it to that person. The defense of that person was the fact that during the time that Twin Peaks, you know, was out for the first time, it was really said to the viewers by interviews and by stuff like that, that yes, Andrew was alive. Clearly I'm not watching this show when it's out. Clearly I'm binge watching it years after it's out, so clearly I didn't have that information, so clearly it didn't please me to learn that information through comments. That person apologized, it's okay, I'm pretty sure that that person is never gonna do that mistake again. I'm okay with that, you know. But please be careful with that, guys, on the comments, to not tell me any spoilers, because clearly I think that you would have wanted for me, you know, to have my reactions during that reveal for Pete, because I expressed doubts earlier at the end of that other episode. I think that you would have expected for me, when we had the confirmation of Andrew being still alive, you would have wanted me, you know, to see my reaction, to see if I was surprised, shocked, you know, to see my true and honest reaction. I was not gonna lie to you right there by telling you, oh, I didn't know about it. No, I knew about it. But me, it's making me a little mad, because me, myself, I would have loved to discover that on screen during the episode. So please, for sure, by binge watching a show which was out a long time ago, I'm putting myself at risk, you know, with spoilers and stuff like that. That's why I'm not making any research, anything like that, to not have spoilers. But I'm also counting on you guys to be nice and careful and clever enough to not tell me any spoilers and to let me discover things by myself. Like, I appreciated a lot that none of you told me that Bob was Leland. Imagine if you would have told me so. So it's the same for Andrew. Okay, it's not the same spoiler, like you can consider that it was a big spoiler for Bob is Leland and it's a little spoiler for Andrew is still alive. But it's still a spoiler and I hate all kinds of spoilers. So please, it's a final warning for all of you. I'm not gonna accept any spoiler at all. And you know, I was mad once, but I accepted the apologies. Next time, I'm not gonna accept the apologies. Like really, that mistake that that person did, it's one that I'm considering that all of you did. Do you understand what I mean? No more. Really? No more. But yes, he's still alive, Pete discovered it, soon Josie is gonna discover it, we'll see. Ah, and we have also that thing about Josie who left Twin Peaks with that guy. In fact, that guy was killed by Josie? Maybe. Really, I read the fact that you're talking more about Josie with other people than with Josie herself. You're not a real couple. You're having a sexual affair, that's all that you have together. Or Benjamin losing his mind, do I truly need to talk about it with Dr. Jacoby being so bad? Oh yeah, and with Dr. Jacoby also being so bad by getting out with the woman, oh yeah, you know, who is flirting with everyone. I saw it coming so much, the fact that she would end with the mayor. At least that situation is resolved. Like, see? It has been, I think, 5 episodes that they're opening stories, letting think to the viewers that we're gonna keep that story for several episodes, like 5 or 10 episodes, and in fact they are closing them really quick or they are not going deeper with them. So for now we miss one main narrative arc. I think that they want to use Windom Earle's story for that, but for now they didn't really place it at okay, it's gonna be the main narrative arc. And no matter what, around that, they are still closing, opening a lot of stories, and it's not functioning well. Even, you know, during the season 1, they were not doing that mistake, and in shows in general, really, you have to have one main narrative arc to lead the show. Around that, you're gonna have a lot of other narrative arcs, but they have every of them to last for a long time. To let the time, you know, for this narrative arc to be interesting, to have reveals, to have new events, and at the end to be resolved. And also for the characters to have the time to grow with this narrative arc, to go deeper with the characters also through these narrative arcs. And really the fact that they don't know where they are going with all of these different stories and they are opening, closing them a lot. Because of that also we have the impression that for the characters we are not really progressing. It's a little bad that. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now. It's all for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye. Be careful with spoilers, guys. First time and last time that I'm saying it.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.